Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. So for today, as you can tell, I'm going to be using a brand new build that I've made to the channel, and it is a Templar. And this thing is insane. Like, it is so busted. And I'm going to go through and explain how it works, how we can counter Mara's balm and all that good stuff, and just show it in some battlegrounds, maybe some Cyrodiil if we get time. And yeah, a quick TLDR though, it does require some specific sets to make this work, and it works on multiple classes, Warden as well, so yeah. As you can see, I'm in a group with two mates, so Reese and Manti, and I think we're just going to go and get ready. The idea of this build, as you can probably tell, is to stack dots. Like, it's going to be pretty nutty, and I'm quite confident that this could be used on the Arcanist, just with how the Arcanist feels, so that's partly where the inspiration came for this build. So yeah, I'm going to put a poll up as well, just because I'm curious what people think of the Arcanist, actually, having covered it a little bit. So I'm going to just put a quick poll. And then I'll show you kind of the skills we're using so you get an idea. And it all makes sense. Sage says he's watching periodically. Honestly, this thing's like ridiculous. It's such a fun build. For just number wise, I have my CP off. Well, Jordan and mate, and he didn't have his on, so. But stat wise, we have 30,000 of each armor. We have 1900 regen almost, and 3k spell damage, which doesn't seem high, but when I was messing around with dots and stuff, if you just stacked loads and loads of damage, your tooltips didn't go up much, so it makes more sense to build in a different way, and you have a full 5p set to do whatever you want with. I've just got more defense. Skill wise, we basically hit them with flame reach as one dot, reflective light another dot, impulse, that tricks procs set that we use, soul trap, entropy, this is like loads of dots here, poisons as well, javelin you can't block, you hit them with beam, it's just disgusting. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. So yeah, let's see what Manti and Reese are doing, and then we can duel them whilst we're waiting if you want. Soup says it hurts for sure, and Rudy says hello from Texas. I'll say hi from the UK, that's where I'm from. And Manny says, just here to show some support, which I really appreciate. And honestly, this is like one of my favourite builds. It's just, it really messes up my... proc Mara's Balm instantly, which means no one can use Mara's Balm to cleanse it. Sage says, I'm a little bit loud, a little bit quiet today. The microphone on my level seems okay, but not quite sure. You're right, Matthew. Matthew says, love your builds. Yeah, cheers, mate. I honestly tried to do like just nutty stuff. Reese says, let's do some open world Cyrodiil, which I'm up for that. I'm just going to put my CP in quick. So there's our CP, for those people curious. I want that one over there. But yeah, if that queue is massive, then we will need to change it. I'm using Bastion, by the way, just to do more damage to Sulks, because they're annoying. There we go. Reese says, go ahead, he'll be back. Okay. I will queue with Manti. And then yeah, we'll get into Cyrodiil if we can't do BGs. Rudy says, what do you think about the two-handed melee ultimate? So you're thinking of Onslaught, which when you use it, it gives you like 100% pen. It's really good on like gank builds, and that's where you're trying to 100% to zero somebody really fast. So it's good for that. It's quite expensive, and compared to like corrosive armor, which the Dragonite has, it's just weaker. So it's good. I just think it's quite expensive for what it does. Byro says the Arcanist meta is melting D-gaze. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, Byro. Having used the Arcanist, I was really disappointed with it. Whilst Reese does that, we'll just see if we can get a cheeky BG whilst we wait, because he takes a while for his CB, knowing him. Let me just queue really quick. Can we get a quick BG? I'm just going to message Manti too. Which is like really bizarre. You're right, Sai. Sai says, good evening, and yeah, hi to you. Let me just accept that. Bush, and in we go. Yeah, so the thing that I like about this build loads is it's really good against people who try to like 1vx, and I know that sounds really harsh, but because of how many dots you have, it's like damage you can't avoid. So as soon as you get the dots on somebody, which is really easy, it's just constant. And it's like 20 seconds each dot. So it's really hard to like out heal it. Matthew says jabs got nerfed. Yeah, they did get nerfed. They're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. They're just... Oh, BGs is ready out. We're going BGs quick whilst we're waiting. Sorry, I just let the cat out, so apologies. So yeah, what we're going to do on this is literally just dot people up like crazy. And most of our dots are AoE, which is hilarious. So you do get pretty high numbers with this setup. The key thing to take away if you do use this type of build is always start with elemental susceptibility. This skill counters Mara's Balm like instantly. Is really good because it's like 5 things at once, which procs Mara's Balm instantly. So you just double cast it, and they lose their proc for 15 seconds, and then they have to eat like all of the damage that people do to them normally. Where's Manti? We'll sit with Manti. Oh, that's him dead. Let me go put some more dots on this guy. There you go, he's got all dots on him now. Zap! That's him dead. We'll pop up here. Someone gonna follow us? Oh, I think I've just killed him from there. Oh no, so close to getting him. So close. Okay, we've had 2 kills already. Let's put some dots down there. That's him dead. It's like so stupid as a build. Let's pop down with our team. See where they are. We put this. Oh, this guy's on a tanky build. Zap. How many tanks are on that purple team? So I'm quite mad actually. So we'll redot this guy up here. No, no, he's run away. He's run away. Let's go get him quickly. Dead. 9k tick. Zap. The beam's crazy, crazy good. So I've hit him with like 5 dots now. There we go, he's dead. I was going to pop down. This is not a good thing to do, by the way. You can kill yourself a lot, so just don't do that because you will die. Is there someone down here? Nah. So we're going to push to the centre area. We've really done like 200 odd K damage, and like when people get stacked together, our damage like scales because of just how many people we can stack it on at once. He's dead. There you go. I think Manti stole that kill there. Yeah, he so did. Manti so stole that. Dead. So you literally hit someone with like all these dots and it's just so much damage. Even tanks will show. Like this guy here, he's got corrosive up. But because damage over time is kind of like bypass corrosive as well. So he's a bit out of resource in a moment. There we go. You're like so determined to get that guy. Let's dot this guy up here. Dead. You can like see like it is really really good. Barrow says you can use Zans. Zans is solid. I like this because I can do it at range. Dead. Dead. So we should probably play the objective too. Where's the next flag? It's up top. Yeah, what do you guys think of just like how many dots we stack? Think it's a good idea, or do you think it's a bit silly? Reese says he's done as well. Soup says it's so nasty. Will it go on the website? Yes, the kind of plan... Let me just kill this guy here. Dead. The kind of plan of the website is to put the videos on YouTube first, about a week or 2, maybe 3 early, and then when I get a chance to do the website. Only because the to make the website I have to make like custom graphics. Oh, that guy's dotted up. Dead. We should probably put some food on as well. Where's our food? I think I'm using try food. I'm with regen. So it will be on there. Rudy says, could you give a bit of a commentary of your battlegrounds? On Patreon I do exactly that. So over at Patreon I do kind of a, here's a quick build video, so like literally 30 seconds, this is what I'm using, this are the skills, show the superstar, and then I show the battlegrounds and actually talk as I'm doing it live. That guy's dotted up, he's dead now. Zap. There you go. So yeah, the stuff over there, the kind of thing, I'll do a bit of it in a moment, but the kind of thing I'm do is kind of basically just talk of what I'm doing. So kind of going, you know, move up the flag now, looking around the corner, seeing anything there, put buffs on. Purple up here on the left to get to my back bar. Dot 1, move to the right, Eddie's drain. Dot 2, dot 3, dot 4, he can't out heal that, hit him with the beam. So I kind of talk through kind of what I'm thinking, and then I would go, you know, put one in the back bar, put on my buffs again, looking at the spawn point to check that nobody comes out. So it's that kind of stuff. So it's kind of talking through my thought process whilst I'm doing it at that moment in time. And it'll be things kind of like a sort of roll dodge heal when it's needed and why that works. And then I give a summary of the match at the end. Kind of what went well, what was kind of, what could we kind of learn from. So that's all over at Patreon if you're interested. Oh look, got all the... Let me hit that guy there. Hey, beam him to death. Ah, he's on his tank, isn't he? He needs more dots. That's what will help him. There we go, mate. You can have all these dots. There you go. Zap. That must be so annoying for a tank. Like, he's on a troll tank, he can literally just like out damage him. Beam. There you go. And Manti stole the kill again. Like, Manti's literally following me, stealing all the kills. He's got 8 already. This is our flag here. We'll cap this quick. Barrow's going, what am I doing on this build set-wise? I'll show that kind of probably in a little bit, just to check that I'm happy with how it performs. Dead. Like, you literally can't out heal it. It's ridiculous how much dot damage there is. And the beauty of using the drain. Someone tried hitting me with power of the light. We also have triple bloodthirsty, so you'll see when we get them low health, our dots tick really hard. Dead. White says, hey, he's from the UK, I assume, Whitey. And yeah, dots and Jesus beam is just crazy. Where's that warden gone? Zap. There you go. Oh, there's another one. Dot 1, dot 2, AoE dot. Well, we got the vampire ult as an O button, by the way. Dead. Who's dead? So that's why we have the vampire ult as like, oh no, if you get hit, you can just like get full health. It's really, really good. And that's why we're not using the ult much. So you can see the dot damage ticking on that guy up there. Oh, we get him? Yeah, we got him. There we go. Yeah, so that's literally what it is. Rudy says he's new to PvP, so he's just messing about. How long do I stick with a build? A lot of it comes down just from experience. So that guy has like a crazy amount of dots. Look at that. I'm not even damaging, the dots are just killing him. Zap. Is dead. And the general rule of thumb is when you can survive 1v1, I know that sounds daft, but when you can survive 1v1 and never die, because you shouldn't with how strong heals are, then I'd say you got pretty good at kind of that class and that kind of play style. And then we can get to a situation where you can fight sort of 1v2 or 1v3 and kind of move around, and then you know you're in a pretty good, like you're pretty okay at the class. No, that's not. Ooh, I'm gonna hit this guy with all the dots again, and just when you see what happens to his health bar once they're on there, it's like really, really horrible. That's him dead. There we go. 22 kills so far, pretty tasty. That's them dead. 23 kills. It's working how I'd like it to, and I can add another proc set for more damage, which I don't think damage is the issue. Zap. Okay, 23 to 0. We've got 1 million damage so far. We'll dot that warden up. Him dead. Go for the heavy attack into the beam. Yeah, beam so good. 24 kills, 1.1 million damage. But yeah, it's doing what I want it to at the moment. I'd like a bit more sustain though, I'd say. Beam that guy. Meteor into spear into beam. Oh, he's tanky. He is. There, he's dead. Yeah, you can have some healing, mate. 6k heal. There you go. So it's doing what I want. Manny says he's stuck with a permatank for ages, and then tried with a damage dealer. It does take a while to kind of get used to how to play and kind of what class to run. Okay, going for some dots on that guy there. I really went for it. But that guy's got the dots now. He's spamming Twilight and he can't heal for it. Oh, he's dead. Okay, 27 to 0. I'm pretty happy with how this is. Soup says, so something like Wretched Vitality. I did consider that. And if I use Wretched Vitality, then I don't have 30,000 armor. I like having 30k armor. But dot builds work really, really well if you stack just a stupid amount of dots with the execute, because people naturally roll. Rudy says, "Are all PvP players broke?" Yeah, I would say when you make a PvP build, only gold the weapons. That's all you need to do. Like, nothing else actually makes much difference. Mandy's like, not bad. Yeah, 1.2 million damage. I'm pretty happy with how that's doing. I'm not gonna lie.
Keeping myself busy here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add Reese now. Reese has done his CP. So we'll queue for BGs and go into Cyrodiil if we can't get into BGs. The mount on this horse is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So it will be a bit slow, sadly. And the one thing I'd say is when you fight anybody with Mara's balm, you can tell really quick because your dots fall off really fast when you start fighting them. Is start with elemental susceptibility and spit and soul trap. You might notice I have what the heck is that on my head? I have Oblivion's Foe. So that's basically 2 dots with this skill here, and then I've got 3 status effects plus the breach, that's 4, so that's like 6. So those 2 things will proc Mara's Balm instantly. And if you go Soul Trap into Elemental Susceptibility, they land at the same time. So then if they have Mara's Balm, you just get rid of all their cleanse for 15 seconds, which means they have to eat all the full up dot damage that you can just reapply really cheap. That's under attack there. Let's go to Nickel and go down to, I think it's Robeck. Yeah, let's go down to Roe. Manny says it takes a lot of time to adjust and sort of get your build settled, so take your time with it. Yeah, the transmute stones are the killer. That is the killer. I really, really wish they were tradable. Like, really, really wish you could just buy them from someone else. So this is the speed of the horse. It's pretty bad. And I think I've got continuous attack as well. No, I don't. So let's grab that. We want reach. That's like a really important one, that is. Always wait for Reese to join us, wherever Reese is. Just let him know we're at Nickel. But yeah, what do you guys think of dot builds in PvP? Like, I've not seen anybody run a dot build beyond a DK, and they're normally using like Way of the Fire and Master's Dual Wield. It's quite a popular sort of combo. Soup says he's always broke. Because his projects he decides are sort of done. Yeah, I actually have a gold guide coming out, and it is probably one of the best ways to make money in the game. Like, to the point you can make like millions of gold if you set this up right, and it's like you can repeat it consistently. So I will be putting that kind of on the channel hopefully in a couple days. Ruddy says he played PvE every time and he heard PvP players complain about the game. He always thought they were exaggerating, and now he plays PvP and he understands. Yeah. PvP has like some really cool parts to it. Beating that guy. 9k, attack that. Beating this guy. There you go. They were like 2 easy kills. And I think this is our home campaign, isn't it? Yeah, sweet. We might even get to tier 1 on this. Just because of the big defense tick. Oh, BG's is ready. I've just gone into BG's. Soup has a love-hate relationship with PvP. Not sure if Manti accepted, so I'm just like message him like accept. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I think healers are good, and they can dispel with the cleanse this. What I found with this though is because we're using splitting soul trap, that's 2 dots, and then Oblivion's foe. So that's 1 dot. Oblivion's foe is the 2nd dot, and then if we use reflective light, that's another AOE dot. And then we got Wild Impulse, which is a set we use, which is another AoE dot. So we have like 4 AoE dots, which you can just chuck out like really cheaply, consistently. So they have to spam like cleanse. It's really, really annoying. Crazy King again. That icon's really annoying. Does anyone know how to get rid of it? Oh, that guy blew up quickly. Someone's hit me to Toxic Barrage. That is absolutely filth, that is. Yeah. Yeah, that Toxic Barrage. Ooh, that was not nice. I'm going to pop there and just dot all that team up. Hold tab. Sweet, I'll do that in a second. Does help when you're on the right bar. I do find that's quite useful. Oh, there you go, got him with the dots. You might see I was pushing X and I was pushing my armor buff. Going, why is it not stunning him? There. Let me hold down tab. Oh, I've not used that. Hold down on D-pad. Dan just does a camera on D-pad. Just do it as tab. And do you just push the same thing and it goes off? Oh, there you go. Sweet, thank you. It's like going, what's this massive symbol? I don't need a huge symbol. Alright, let's go to the new one, see if we can get some people. But the markers are cool, but if you can like make it so that other people don't have to see them, that would be really good. Bye bye. Zap. There you go. That's him dead. The dots literally killed him. Oh, I'm low on resource. Low on resource. Low on resource. You can even see, like, I've only got 3 dots on him for my skills, and like it's trying to get the healing back. Rudy says, do you think you can share your outfit styles? Yeah, I've actually got it's a costume that I'm using. Collections, appearance, costumes. It's the Grim Harvester one. Where did that Nightblade go? Always sneaking like Nightblades. Oh yeah, Falcon Scoria pulls him out as stealth as well, which is nice. There you go, got him. I love it, you just do this again. No. Dot 1, dot 2, go for the stun, go for the beam, he's dead. Yeah, the vampire ult is such a good crutch on this build. Because you spend a lot of time hitting people with dots. Don't die, whoever that person is. Okay, I've got all the dots on him. The dots will be ticking still. And they last ages on this build. Oh, there you go. You still see him going. There's a Valkyrie score on that guy. There he is. So where did that Nightblade go? So we're going to pop over to this dude here.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
So yeah, I really like this type of playstyle. It's so different for Templar. And it works so well because you got the Javelin, which you can't block, and you got the Beam, which you can't roll dodge. So as soon as they get hit with the dots, it's like you have to eat a lot of that damage. So that guy won't be able to out-heal that. Oh, I'm out of stamina. No, 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 no. Big heals, big heals, big heals. There we go. Yeah, I ran out of stamina. Little Adventure said he went back to Darlock Bray on the bow gank. In Darlock Bray is great. I use Darlock Bray and Fire myself. You just have to be more kind of selective on targets, sadly. But it's still a really fun build to play. You can just sneak around for ages. Let's see what that Nightblade is. I've got a stun, which is the Javelin, so the thing on my front bar on the left, and you can't like block it. So that guy's got so many dots, he's not going to die from that, he is. There you go, see that was the stun there. Meteor, stun, go for the beam, zap. Got one. I've hit that Sulk with like 5 dots. And you can see the numbers just ticking. But it's just like constantly stripping shields. Dead. You went with a Wood Elf. Yeah, Wood Elf's not bad. Stunned, the other guy died. Yeah, Permacloak is amazing with Darlock Bray. Like, so good. Dead. Creative says, what are you running on this? I am using I'm using a special weapon, the Black Rose Inferno, Oblivion's Foe, and Ethereal Ascension. You can see that guy literally running. Oh, I think the doctor's going to get him. I need one more Valk proc. He's still streaking away. I'm like determined to get that guy. I've got this guy here though. Oh, that guy's gonna just die from dots. Zap. There's a sniper about somewhere. I got hit with a savage werewolf. Zap. There you go. Manny says, best Temps experience was a few days ago in Greyhouse chilling outside a keep. Got javelin me altogether in DC and came back dead. Everyone 21 kills at the moment. That's not too shabby on this. My kill? No, I've got 13 assists. They keep stealing my kills. Let's turn that off. They're like all following me. Like, I want to steal your kills. There's a guy up here on the right. So that guy's there. You can see all the dots on him. He's dead. They're both dead. 22 kills. Yeah, Oblivion's Foe is a really good set. What's really nutty with it though is with Split and Soul Trap, it becomes an AoE set, and it's got like an 8 meter radius. So you can just chuck this in the middle of a Zerg and it hits like every single person. Popping down here. I want to go get that guy there. Okay, 23 to 1, sorry, with 16 kills. That was good. That was good. Creative says, "What does that's what the Black Rose prison does. Staff does is AoE. Yeah, it's kind of like the Oblivion, but you can just stack it with like multiple groups, so you can hit like 6-7 people with that at once. You can also do it with Soul Trap, so you get like 6-7 with the Black Rose, you get sort of 6-7 with Oblivion's Foe, you got the Spit and Soul Trap, which is AoE, you got the Reflective Light, which is an AoE dot, so you have like 3 or 4 good sources of AoE damage, plus single target ones you can stack on individuals. And it all ticks really, really hard, like really quick. So yeah, curious what do you guys think of this? You've seen it a few times now. The sustain could be a bit higher in all honesty, I'm not going to lie. But when it's like with the armor buff up and stuff, it does get pretty okay damage. And we obviously got major and minor sorcery to go on this. We have about 4k. Soup says he wants to mess around with a no pet Sulk with Black Rose Resto. We'll queue it for another battleground. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Yeah, Creative says it's like a really relaxed build, kind of like not gas to the pedal type thing. And I think that's kind of what I made this for. It's not like, is it a 1vx build? No. Like, will I be going out trying to kill, 5-6 people at once? No. I just kind of fight outnumbered a lot because it's habit. But actually, if you were to make this, I would say just sit with a friend or a couple friends and just dot people up, because it does a lot of damage. Like, even against DKs and tanky players, like, you get a good amount of damage into them. We are slowly getting there. We'll queue for this whilst we wait. Manti says his build works. Manny says he feels that, but he's been wanting to try Stam Sulk 1 bar. That's like too big brain for me. I think a lot of 1 bar builds, you kind of need to build in a specific way for just to kind of have like viability in most PvP scenarios. So if you see all my 1 bar builds, most of them have a spammable, a burst skill of some type, an execute or dot, burst skill, heal over time, and a movement skill. And some of those things kind of overlap with the ultimates. So for example, the ultimate is my stun for a lot of builds. Daily says, been trying to sort of think about how you could use Fate on the back bar and Theorycraft, and then he's seen this. Yeah, honestly, it's like really silly, this is. If I did a Stam Talk 1 bar build, and like, don't hold me to this, but what I'd personally use is something like Mark of the Pirate or Ethereal Ascension, so a defensive set. Oh, there's someone we can hit with all our dots. So this is where you can tell they got Pirate, they got Mara's Balm on, because all my dots just went off them. So you can really see, like, it just really helps pressure their health bars. Oh no. That was a massive roll. Don't die, Manti. Don't die, Reese. I keep falling off the tower. That's that one dead. Where's his mate gone? So you can see I've hit that guy with loads of dots now. And it makes it really hard for them to try and get their health bar back. So it really limits the attack windows that they have. Pop down here. So yeah, it's pretty decent considering that it's not like a 1vx build. But these players, you can see, are good. So I'm just putting the AoE dots on them again. That was our BG proc on. So it's like really, really nasty when you get it working. I got hit with a plague break bomb. Plague infected, ocular overload, dark convergence. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 AoE procs. Data said, have you tried a dry clicking on Magsalk? Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty solid. It's really good with crushing weapon. The crushing shock, sorry. There you go. We got the kill on that guy there. We hit him with the beam and he died. Zap. I love the beam. The beam's so OB. Matthew's going sweat lords. Manty's on his way back. To be fair, I think that one of our guys sieging this tower, so yeah. Yeah, Reese said BG and I completely missed them. Let's queue ourselves for the battleground. But yeah, we'll queue ourselves when we can. Whilst waiting, let's go to Alessia. But yeah, this is not. I would not use this build as a kind of 1vx build. Just sit in a group, mess around, hit people with dots. It's quite fun for that, and it's really chilled. Soup was saying that he's make a 1-bar mani, play around with it, let it kind of put in the Discord. I'd be curious to see if I did it though. If you're kind of looking for things to kind of help start you off mani, you need to have. You even need to kind of get proc sets to fix the lack of burst on the Sulk. On a 1-bar Stam Sulk, you don't have much burst. So you either go with a proc set or a special weapon like the Master's Dual Wield. That's quite good. So I've seen some people do like the Master's Dual Wield and they use things like Crystal Weapon with it. So when they go into Crystal Weapon, like Streak, Crystal Weapon, Master's Dual Wield, Blood Craze thing, you get quite a good of instant damage, especially with Overload or with Dawnbreaker. But you have kind of like, it's a really weird kit the Sulk has because a lot of it is built around kind of pets. Or you kind of build around the Crystal Frag when it's kind of its RNG. Daily says, any decent decent solo Templar builds. It mostly does IC, looking for something that can farm mobs fast and hold my own in PvP. If you're trying to farm Telva, which it sounds like, I would use a defensive set like Mara's Balm or Mark of the Pariah, and then use a monster set for sustain like Engine Guardian, because it gets in the way of people, so it can help with gankers, and then you just run a damage set of choice. Your damage will be lower than like a 3 damage set build, but you'll have a bit more success. Oh, yellow. Let's hit with the dots. So here's Mara's Balm's just propped. So this way you can see like he has a really spam dots, spam heals. So he's looking to do a big Dawnbreaker combo. There it was, see? Just waiting for that. So I'll pull up here because I'm just low on resource. Oh, the yellow's coming in. What? No, I won't be able to survive that many yellows. There you go. Got hit with Berserk Strike. I think Manti was trying to keep me alive with ward and stuff. Lots of yellows there though. Yeah, Manti's over there dead. Run Reese. Can Reese get a camp up? That's the question. Where is Reese? Reese is over there still. Matthew says he loves the Javelin Meteor combo. Yeah, Javelin Meteor is like really, really good. So one of them are not in the correct location. I think Reese might have like crashed. Yeah, let's regroup and then see if we can fix that. Maybe it's just gone a bit funny. In fight. Oh, Reese is in Battlegrounds, that's why. Okay, that would explain why we. Yeah, Reese is in the Battleground already. I'm going. Why can't we group with him? So let's get Manti in group. And then we'll queue. Me and Manti will queue. Manny says he'll see what he can come up with for a few days, posting a Discord. I would honestly look at defensive sets. So if you go with two-handed, so 2H, Dizzy, Swing, Crystal Weapon, Stroke, Haunting Curse, you have to pick one of those. Executioner, Streak, and then probably Vigor. The only thing I'll be worried about is you might not have a burst still. You may have to sacrifice Executioner. And then probably go with Dawnbreaker ult. Something like that for skills, and then I'll use Prior. So Ethereal Ascension. That's kind of the defensive set. Medium, because it's crafted. Then use something like Balorg, Monster set, because it's just really high damage. And then pair it with probably another damage set. Because you'll be a bit kind of lacking, so probably like Clever Alk. And obviously you'd have Oaken as well. Mark. Then maybe 3 agility. Something like that maybe for the gear, just off the top of my head. That's what I'm thinking for the Black Stamsork, possibly. Because I think you can't really, you don't have the same burst that you do as other classes. Let's pop down to Faragirl. We'll have it, Faragirl, and then go and get some Telva. AP, sorry. Always good to get your characters up to tier 1 for just transmutes. I'll get rid of this silly thing at all. I know, like, they keep putting it on my head. It's like, I don't want it. I don't want it on my head. Manti says his horse is slow. So yeah, we're just riding down to Fargo. I'll wait for Manti to catch up. Soup, just touching more on what Soup said earlier, he's saying Dragakin's grip is neat on Sulk, though crafty is still the way to go. If you go Pet Silk and Ice, Dragon's probably better, but Pure Shields and Resto crafty all day. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree. I think Max Mag Silk is a lot stronger than just kind of a procs Silk. Like Crafty's not bad, Droga's not bad, but when you kind of look at the Silk kit, it's better to go with Magicka because you get bigger shields, whereas like damage doesn't really buff shields. And you could go like high HP to get a good shield. But I'm just used to having a larger max mag pool on Silk personally. I think it plays better that way. Okay, so we are coming up to this keep here. Manty's about a minute behind us, max, so he will kind of join us when he gets here. Okay, this looks like a oh no, loads of yellows on the way. Oh, look at all those reds. If Manty stays there, they're going to target Manty as a group, and he's going to get killed. You can tell when they kind of group together, kind of like swarm of bees. You know things are bad are going to happen at any moment now. So just hit them with some AoE dots. Oh, BG's ready. Oh, look how close that guy got. Okay, BG's. I want the AoE though. I'm accepting the BG. They accepted the BG. BG Manty. Will Manty get it? Will he join us? I don't think he's made it. Yeah, I think Manty missed that one. Matthew says necropotence is good for pets. It is. The issue I have is that if you're in like outnumbered fighting, a lot of people will target the pet, so then you lose that max mag boost, which is quite noticeable.
They took the point.
Go for that.
Divine's wrath. They captured the point.
Oh no 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 no! Someone tried to hit move beam. They tried to hit move beam too. Zap. I got him with the beam. I think that Warden wasted his Dawnbreaker there.
They've taken the point.
Dead. Dead. Yeah, Being with triple bloodthirsty is absolutely filthy. There you go, he's dead. Yeah, this turned into like team deathmatch, innit? Yeah, Reese is following me. Reese is on his necro. That guy's gonna die from dots. Oh, he's dead. He's gone for his cleanse, he has. I am so low on resource. No, so low on resource. I can feel it coming. Manny said he'll definitely try it out first and see what we can put together. Sage says, how's teaching going? Yeah, teaching's good. Always busy, as you can imagine. Like, it's always a busy job, but no, I enjoy it. I teach children with special needs. So, there's a kid, for example, that has cerebral palsy. Most of them have autism. So, yeah, it's good. Jordan says, good sets for Battleground like Rallying Cry. Yeah, Rallying Cry is great. Why is that like... I was getting spammed with executes from the Waramaru, I think it is pronounced. It literally came in just swinging Whirling Blade and that was it.
They captured the point. Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
I think Rallying Cry is just very good. It would be nice if they made Rallying Cry work properly though. So like in BGs, for example, it's one of the best go-to sets. Just because of how it performs. The fact that if you queue solo, you still get the like effect of being solo, even though there's like 4 of you in a group. Then that Templar went in for the beam on me. I was going for the heavy attack guy at the back. Sage says his fiance is in Citizens Advice, Colchester. Yeah, I'm much further south. You can probably tell by my accent. I think it's a job I enjoy. I think a lot of people with SEND and special needs, they are more capable than we probably give them credit for a lot of the time. Oh, that DK. I went to go and kill the Templar, and the DK's whip is what saved him. Matthew says, what about a heavy attack 1-bar Sulk? I actually made one over and I did put a preview video on YouTube, which I never published, but it was using Sergeant's Mail and Stormmaster with, I think it was 1 crit. It's kind of what you use in PvE. I found if you use Elemental Susceptibility and you used... let me just dot this guy up here quickly. We've got this guy here too. Yeah, if you kind of dot the we use our elemental susceptibility, and wall of elements, so elemental blockade, you can get off balance of people instantly. So you hit them with elemental susceptibility and then push down the wall, and then they go from like taking hardly any heavy attack damage to like crazy, which is really, really cool. Just want to heal myself. There you go. That's the heavy attack dude dead. He's got a lot of healing from that Templar spat, trying to save his life. I got him with the beam. Dead. Heavy attacks, they are pretty solid. There you go, 7k, I'll take that. Yeah, triple bloodthirsty is amazing on a dot build. Oh, he died really quick. Oh, that's him dead. Just, like it's just it is nice going up to a tank and just being able to do so much sustained damage that it's actually hard for them to out heal.
Yes, the wound is ours.
Dead. Heavy attack salt style is finally just the reason you want to make one. Yeah, I used to make a build, and I'll probably do it again, called Light Attack Larry. It was similar to a heavy attack build, but as you can obviously gather, it was abusing light attacks. So I've hit this guy with loads of dots. Oh, the beam was going to get him. You saw the beam was on him. Oh, that literally saved his life. Oh, we're missing our damage passives, by the way, in this. I forgot to say. Yeah, I need to get my medium armor up because we're missing couple 100 spell damage from that. Daily, no, I'm not using Vates. So I'll show you what I'm using in a sec. Let me get my medium armor. Yeah, so we're missing a bit of damage here. Yeah, so for the what I'm actually using, I think Reese is in Mantis and Cyrodiil still. So we'll just queue quickly before I forget. Where's Manti? 1 second. It says Reese is somewhere. Let me see where Reese is. Oh, no, he's just loading. Okay. Okay, so for the stuff what I'm using the Black Rose Inferno. This basically procs a really big dot. It's essentially like 9k almost when you kind of get buffed up and stuff fully. So it's about 3k of each when you get like major and minor sorcery. We then have Oblivion's Foe on the back bar, Valken Scoria, Ethereal Ascension, which makes it really tanky, and then triple Bloodthirsty with all regen, and just kind of a selection of glyphs here. We are using attributes to get us around sort of 28k health, and then if you go Triset you can get to 30k, regen Mundus, stage 3 Vampire. So yeah, Reese says he's got to shoot. Reese was like, that last match you had 24 kills with 4 deaths and 18 assists with 1.2 million damage. Yeah, it's a pretty silly build, this is. But it is like really, it does, like it works really well, and it's like does what I wanted it to do like effectively. Let me kick Reese out then if he's gonna go, and then I'll queue for BG, see if Manti wants to do a BG. So yeah, so yeah, we'll queue for BG. That's kind of what this is using. I may try and get some more sustain with this. So he could use more regen, I think, because that would be quite nice. The resistances when we buff is good. You know, 32k spell, 30k physical, 2k crit resist. You know, that is really solid. And we do have the mag armor buff, which is giving us regen too, so we have like 2.4k. So we are pretty okay on sustain. It just would be nice to have more, personally. Manti says, let's check Imperial City, which we can. We'll jump in there quick. There's some action in there. I'm just letting Reese know that we're going into Imperial City for a bit. And we've tried this in quite a few sort of environments. Jaws at the start, a couple BGs, been in Cyrodiil a bit. And I think it's kind of doing what I want. It's... dots aren't useless. They do actually work. You need to stack a lot of them, but they do work really, really well. Ah, BG. We're going to BGs. Yeah, Matthew's going, running this build, expect hate whispers. Yeah, it is quite frustrating to fight against, because if you don't have a cleanse, there's not much you can do against it, which is what's really frustrating. So I was just messaging Reese. Yeah, so Daily says he worries about Mara's. So Mara's balm, when you get, I think it's 5, is it 6? I want to say 5, but it might be 6. I think it's 6 actually. So this is what Mara's balm does for anybody that's just unsure. Let me just copy that bit. So it does this. There you go. I've dueled Soup, by the way, who uses Mara's balm, and yeah, if you do the dots in the right order, you can't. It just takes it off. It's really, really good. So if you hit Soul Trap and then the entropy, that's the 6 debuffs there. So that's Mara's bomb procced already on that guy. So he's got no Mara's now for like 15 seconds. Sorry, these little icons are really freaking annoying. I don't like that icon. I need to get rid of that. Is there any way to stop people doing that to you? Like, that's actually like really, really frustrating. It's really annoying. Like, it's really, really annoying when you got the icon on you because you can't see properly. Dead. Tate is a sympathy funds. Cheers for the support. Love it. Honestly, this is like a really, really cool thing to play. He's dead. Zap him to death. Dead. Tate said jump to. I was annoyed because that icon, Mantic, keeps chucking it on my head. It's so annoying. Like, you're trying to see somebody, you've got this big blue square in the way. So yeah, that's why I was a little bit annoyed. Yeah, Soup was saying whilst Mars is on cooldown, the drop pressure, it hits really hard, and Beam just, yeah, Beam's horrible. That's that guy dead. That was a massive burst of that guy there. Dead. Huge burst still. And Matthew says you have to kick your teammates in. Zap. See, this guy hasn't got his Maras on, so you just chuck him with those dots. And look yourself, I'll go down. He's spamming Koag, by the way, he's dead. Oh, look how close he is to dying! Oh, that's not what I wanted there. No, I want to die here. There we go. I went to hit one of the people over there and I got pulled in by his necromancer armor buff. And it just pulled me in. I was like, oh! Yeah. But you can see any class that's lacking that cleanse, it's really, really hard to out-heal it. And like all these dots last 20 seconds pretty much. Hello. It's me again, I see you. Yeah, so that DK is literally dotted up. So he's spamming Koag and he's dead. So if you've got a DK problem on your platform, run this. And this will really help just sort of neuter them. That guy's gonna die. Dead. Oh, my health bar is too low. My health bar is so low. He had to go into his ult to save him. Yeah, he's dead. James is late to build. Will you upload a build video for this? Yeah, I will at some point. I'm still tweaking one or two things, but it's mostly there. I might swap the defensive set to a different one, just so the stam sustain isn't as difficult, because I like to roll loads. I can literally leave him, he's going to die from dots, there you go. But that's like a really good example of what it does. I got stuck in the somebody using bombard behind me, which immobilized me, which I didn't expect. You can see all the little numbers ticking though. The only one that I'm struggling to kill is that Templar because he can spam the cleanse. So you see this guy runs off every time he gets low. I think the Mara's on as well, because the dots do fall off him a lot actually. Yeah, I think it looks like he's at Mara's on too, because there's a couple of times when I hit him with the dots and they went even though he didn't cleanse. So I think he's at Mara's and Rallying Cryon, which would make sense why he's so tanky. Oh yeah, he's dead. 7.3k tick. Tate says, what's your thoughts on Snake in the Stars? It's a really cool set for... It's like an anti-necro set is the best way of describing it. Because the Immortal Coil procs so often. So, yeah. It's kind of like an anti-necro set. It's good on some types of things. Yeah, Manti so stole that kill. He so stole that kill. Oh, look how big his burst heals are. Pop down here. Oh, Mad Tinkerer got me. You don't ever see that often, do you? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my health bar. Can I get up? Ah, my health bar. I ran out of stam. Yeah, I could see them pushing in. I wonder how much healing they got in their team. 173k. So there's not many healers in this, thankfully. Oh, this poor guy. That poor guy. The 1.1 million damage. And a lot of this is like single targets. Like there's obviously AoE parts to it when I stack it on lots of people. Was that an 18k tick? I think that's an 18k tick. At 1.2 now. Dead. Yeah, I think that's the end of that match, that is, but it's not bad though. Yeah. 15.5, 12 assists, 1.2 million damage. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with how that does. For like a different way to play Templar, it's really good. Let's see if Reese wants to do some IC. See if he's still on. We'll do some QS for IC. I'm going to Imperial City for a little bit. Two duels. Oh, I was going to duel that guy. Ah, I was going to duel that guy and he went because obviously I had to TP. But yeah, what do you guys make of this Templar? Like, it's a different way to play. And looking at the Arcanist poll quick, it's 56 say the Arcanist is pretty, 57 sorry, say the Arcanist is a bit eh. So I'll leave that there. And yeah, what do you think of this poll, this Templar? Okay, so there's a poll up just to see what you think of this type of idea. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's kind of okay? Is it a bit meh? Or do you just like dots? So yeah, if you want to do that, you can. It's up there on the top. And looking at, we can go to Temple Arena. I think this is Temple round. It's one of these. I used to be AD a lot on Xbox. I'm used to like how they lay the flags out. No, isn't it? C. Who is like this is killing my stam sustain. Okay, well it looks like they just killed them. So that's the thing clearly. Oh no, they found them. Yeah, Reese almost got caught out there, didn't he? Yeah, they have a dot. That's him dead. Oh, what a terrible time to lose it. Is he gonna jump out here? There, I got him. Matthew said, I'd have to say, if anyone of us made this build and had this much success, we'd love it. It's different. So that's what I like about this. Ooh, Sky Shard. Let's grab on those quick. It's definitely a different way of playing it. And it is a group build. Like, this is not... If you're thinking this is kind of... You can go 1-on-1 against a... You know, somebody using a mythic item, 2 damage sets, like a proper build.
Help me escape.
Do you know to just put my armor buff on because there's a Nightblade around here somewhere? Where's Mr. Nightblade? I've used all my magicka up. There's some yellow though, right at the top. So I'm going to walk around and go to the top. Oh, more yellows. So this is good. Like when you got someone like this, yeah, who's running around, running 1vx. So his Maris is just proc, yeah. So you can see when his Maris goes off him. But they struggle to kind of out-heal, and you just do the same again. So it gives them like very little time to attack. There, he's dead. And so that's what it's really good at. Because Mara's is really hard to counter against. But when you hit somebody with like 7 dots, it's quite hard to heal through that. So we go up to Arena and we'll pop up a few more. And hopefully get some more fights, because it's a little bit quiet in Icy today. Yeah, you can literally see like everyone's just running to try and get where the action is. But I think there's blues already here. Yeah, there's yellows. There we go. Oh, I was hoping it to come around here. You can see the numbers still ticking on him. Yeah, he got absolutely zerged down, didn't he? Manny says, loves the dot pressure on point. It seems to easy to play, not overly complicated. It really is. You literally start with... I'll find an ad to show you the kind of... So you kind of get into this range. You go Soul Trap, then Entropy. Sorry, Ellie Drain. And all of it will proc at once. So I just do it to a bigger target. Because I wasn't close enough. So Soul Trap... susceptibility, and you got all those dots on them which procs Mara's balm. So even if they have Mara's balm, it just takes it off straight away. And then Valkyrie Scorer can pull a Nightblade out of stealth, by the way. Where did that Nightblade go? So yeah, that's what makes it really good, is that you can just kind of negate that set. Because that set's really OP. Oh, there's red on the next area, so we'll move around there. And you'll see, like, when I fight DKs and stuff, there's that DK in the last BG, and I was able to, like, hit him with the dots, and even though he's spamming Coag, he couldn't out-heal the damage. And Coag's like, you know, an 8 to 15k burst he'll spam every second. So it's showing you how much damage this actually does, like, per second. And it makes it really hard for people to damage you back if they can't cleanse it. So this went from red to yellow. I need that sky shard. Oh no, that's ours now. Okay, we'll get the sky shard while we're here. Why not magic? Why not magic over stam? This is more magic based, it is, because at range you could use a bow, but you don't get the same skills that we need, in all honesty. It's also, it sounds daft, it's also surprisingly good for this type of stuff, because you've got so much dot damage. You actually have, like, pretty good DPS. Oh, carved signet base. Is that, what's that for? That's for something. Antiquities. DLC areas. Blackwood. Oh, sweet. I need to actually get that. That's okay. We will do that, because I actually want to get Death Dealers. There's some yellows gone this way. Yeah, Death Dealer's Fate is, or Feet I think it's pronounced, is really, really good. Especially on Sulk. It's like the Sulk mythic. Because it's like health, which helps your shields, magicka helps your shields, stamina lets you roll loads. It's just great. Tate says everyone knows that AD is where it's at. If this was on Xbox EU, I have all of my characters on AD, every single one. So it still feels very weird being DC. So it's going to sound daft, but when you're somewhere here, yeah, just hold block. But honestly, it's stupid, I know, but a bomber could come and probably kill. If you get 2 bombers here at once, they could kill all of these. Let's queue for BG. The other thing you can do is what these guys do. They just sit nearish. So then block and lose stack is the way. Yeah, that looks like it's going blue. Let's just hold our block and just go down and just check the flag. Give me that AP. Okay, we've got the buff. We can move now. We don't need to do any more of that flag. That's more than enough. I think as well, if you had 2 or 3 people run this build, because dots stack, and you can stack dots from multiple players. BGs! BGs! Let's see if Manti and us, we can all get in one. Mr. Deadneck is saying he's new on the game. Can someone help me decide between Warden and Templar? It depends on PvP and PvE, Deadneck. If you're after kind of a bit of both, Templar's a really good class to learn on, because it's got quite an easy way to play. You've got kind of a really good execute in PvP and in PvE. It's got a pretty okay spammable, and it's just kind of, it's got kind of a well-rounded kit. Warden's a bit harder to play in PvP because it doesn't have an execute, so you are kind of you can burst people, but if you can't get the final hit on them, they can just out heal a lot of the time. One thing I didn't show with this build, by the way, is one of the big reasons I'm using a Templar, by the way, is Burning Light. This procs on all of our dots, so every dot can proc this, which is like ridiculous. So that's partly why we get a lot of damage as well. Oh, that now Blaise is going to chase him. He's dead. That's just mean. That was.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
Like that.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
Zap. Beam is so good with Bloodthirsty. You can literally see the dots on him. Yeah, let's sprint to our team. But that guy should not have gone in there. That was a very, very bad mistake for him. Bye bye. Zap. The sniper got me. Oh, I hate you on Xbox all the way. Yeah, we'll go for that DK, because a DK is a really good class to show kind of how much pressure you can get on someone. This is a different DK. Okay, he's fully dotted up. Beam. Oh, he's dead. He went to his vampire ult. Terrible time to get stunned. Literally ran out of stamina. Yeah, so that's the only thing I think with the second set I'm using it. My stam pull is really low. that was horrible, that guy, wasn't it? Nope, sorry, Mr. Warden.
Point is ours.
Oh, how did that stun me from there? That's mad, that is.
Praise the Divines. We've captured the point.
That was mad that it stunned me like up on the different level. My cat is on one, so I might need to give him some food in a sec. He has already been fed tonight, though, he has. That's not what I expected. So this guy's got Mara's balm on, and he's just had all his things cleanse. There he's dead. There you go. Horcrux's AD.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
He's dead. Oh, that was horrible, that was. Let me hit that guy with the dots.
Point is ours.
He's dead. He's dead. Beam's so good. I miss not having a cleanser myself. So as soon as you pick your target, you get the dots on somebody. It is horrible, the damage. Just move around here. So, literally had both of them following me. Just ran out of resource. But yeah, 13 to 3 is not bad. Grizzly said he's made a dot burst plow with no spammable. That's pretty good. Yeah, dot Templars are fun. Like, really, really fun to play, actually. He's dead. He's dead. So this DK is like dotted loads. He's dead.
Defiance wrath. They've captured the point.
He's dead.
Wrath. They've captured the point.
I am so low. No, where's my team? I managed to get the guy in the lava. I don't know if you saw that. I speared him into the lava and hit him with a beam. ML goes, what's the build? I showed it a little while ago. I will make a video going through this fully, kind of how it works. But I think I'm going to change one set. Is that? Oh, I killed the warden trying to get me. The Nightblade got me behind. That was good though. 19 to 5, 850k damage. That's solid. That is. And you can see that was the warden that was using Sea Serpent with, yeah, it was on a Sea Serpent. I think it was Mara's Balm and maybe Clever or Rally. I didn't see the Rally proc, but yeah, he had like kind of the typical stuff. Grizzly said he's using on his Templar Clever, Rally, Balorgs, and Sea Serpent Coil, which, you know, really solid setup. We need to feed to get our Undeath back, because that's going to go in 20 odd seconds. But no, that was good. That was a good fun, that one. And as I said with this build, honestly, don't play it as aggressive as I do. I'm quite confident going, you know, into quite a probably precarious situation. Can I eat this person here? No, of course not. I'll queue for BGs. See if we can get one more in and then maybe call it there. But I'm happy with how this, but the damage is. The damage is like pretty much where I want it to be.
I'm not sure what we're allowed to eat anymore. The Dominion's got all these rules.
There's normally an NPC here that you can eat. Where are they gone? As you can see, our stam goes down really quick. Can I eat this person here? Nope. Oh, maybe. I just want to eat one of the people. Feed. There we go. We're stage 3 again now.
I can't imagine why you did that. Makes no sense.
So just popping down here. Now we could use a movement buff like Race Against Time, which gives us a bit more speed. These are the passes, by the way, for people curious. So you are welcome to rewind and go back and grab what you need. We should probably get that. That would actually be quite helpful. And that's the stat page. So when we're buffed up, that's our resistance and stuff. So it's pretty solid. Pretty good resistances. And our damage does go up a bit. But we just have so many dots that really helps kind of carry the damage. For the gear, Black Rose, Oblivion's Foe, Valken Scoria, Ethereal Ascension. Although I might change this. I might change this to a different set. Just because it really hurts our stam sustain. And we are missing a few passives, like in medium armor, we should ideally have like Windwalker and stuff, because our stand regen would be a lot higher, and that would actually be quite helpful. And we're missing a bit of damage and a bit of sprint speed, and some crit damage as well, which again would be quite nice to have. So like our damage will go up a little bit from what you've seen tonight, even if we just keep it. ML says he uses snakes, Mara's Oaken Soul with Mist, Javelin, Jesus Beam, J-Beam, Dark Flare, Honor the Dead, Hypermobile, kills wardens really fast, or anyone focus. You've got to get a good Meteor combo. Yeah, Meteor combo, Meteor into Aurora Javelin's really good. Really, really good combo. But yeah, we literally just stack dots. So we have, if you count the dots, we've got double dot poisons. So that's 1, 2, maybe 3 if we get the poison status effect. We then have dot 3, dot 4, dot 5 because we've got a set that gives this. Then on the back bar, dot 6, dot 7, dot 8. This is 3 dots. So that's 11 plus breach. You then have burning light, which is dot 12. So you basically have like 12 sources of damage. So it's a lot of incoming damage. Whilst we wait, I'll go to IC and then see if we can get some fights. Let's go to Arbitorium. Oh, BGs. Or that. This will be the last one though, guys. If you want, by the way, I do have a Discord, so I've just put a link in the chat. If you want to obviously ask questions stuff after the stream, which is generally, there's like 700-800 people in there, really chilled, really relaxed. You obviously can join. Obviously I'll answer anything I can whilst I'm in there too. And yeah, so you can join there if you want, it's free and stuff. Before I go as well, I do have a Patreon, so if you did want to support, that's the best place to do so. Obviously as much or as little you can, it helps, but if you want to, it's there. And this will be my last match because it's almost midnight where I am, and I do need to get up in the morning. Oh, he's put the star on me. Let's get rid of that. I don't want the star. I don't like it. But see, that DK got absolutely melted. Oh, I thought it was a bit closer than that. I saw that Dawnbreaker come in, so I'm just moving around here. Dead. Beam so good. You can see all that dot damage on that guy. Oh, he's Mars is just procced. There's a pop up here because I'm... Oh, Reese came up here as well. Sorry, Manti. That's Stamp Sulk.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
He's got Mara's in here because he had a massive heal there, he did. Oh, I was waiting to get him with the javelin. So waiting for him to come up with the javelin. So I'm waiting here because those dots are going to fall off a minute. There we go. You see that dot damage is like really hard to out heal. He's spamming Dark Deal he was, which is a pretty solid heal. Where's the flag? Let's go to the flag. Oh no, that was not smart. That was not smart at all. So you can see that his Mars is just prot, that guy. Dead. Dead. I'll show you at the end ML, and just for those people curious. Let's go to that one over there. It's definitely one that you don't want to sprint on too much because our stand bar is quite low.
Divine's wrath. They've captured the point.
The dot's got him. The dot's literally saved my life then.
Captured the point.
This is a DK without Maris. Look what happens to this guy here. He's literally spamming heals. I don't know if they got any off healing. Yeah, they got a little off healer there of 200k healing. And the Reds have a Warden with some heals. I've done 700k damage already. Definitely a fun little way to play Templar. I will try and get a video up on Patreon probably in the next day or two. Kind of just showing what I'm using, what alternatives there will be, and then I'll test it a bit further. And then once it's finalised, there will be a proper video on the channel. That healer is definitely working overtime, isn't he? Oh, that's a big spec bow. I went to go aggressive on him, 9.2k. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I saw him fire it, but I thought it'd be like a 4 or 5k hit. Not that much. He's dead. We'll dot this guy up with loads. Pop.
Define's wrapped. They've captured the point.
Stay alive, Reese, don't die. So that guy's their healer, he is. It's like fighting a PvE tank, that PvE boss that is, just how much health he has.
They took the point. Don't lose hope. Don't give up.
He's like so. It literally is like a PvE boss, that is. That's him dead. That was a horrible combo, that was. Meteor into a spear off the edge, and then beam. Oh, he's Mara's in a proc in a sec, it is. Meteor.
They took the point.
There, Dot's got him there. I know I've got that guy behind me. Nope. There you go. 9 to 2, 1.4 million damage. Oh, that was a lot of people in there. 778k healing. I thought the Reds were like not dying. Yeah, they had a lot of healers in that team, and then they had like 250k of healing. We had no healing really. So 1.4, 700k, 574k, 633k. But yeah, that was definitely a really fun way to play the Templar. And that meteor at the end, with the meteor into the spear for that guy that was on the edge of the cliff, that was like absolutely savage. I think my food's also ran out as well, so we need to just sort that out. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly just show the gear once more, just for those people that might have missed it, and I will make some tweaks to this based on kind of just how it's felt this evening, kind of things I'd like to add more or less of. So there will be a more up-to-date version of this probably in the next week or so. But really quick, it's Black Rose, Oblivion's Foe, Valken Scoria with Ethereal Ascension, Triple Bloodthirsty, which is really, really good, all regen. Get a mix of max health, Magicka Stamina on the head, chest and legs if you can. Magicka on the other pieces if you can. I haven't yet. I've gone all in pen, but you can change it if you want. And I've gone with the Atronach Mundus. Consumable wise, double dot poisons. Try potions if you can. I'm like really low on those, so I need to get some. And food that gives you max magicka, max health and magicka recovery, so Witch Mothers or the Clockwork Citrus Fillet. For the CB we have Deadly Aim, Thaumaturge, Wrathful Strikes, Ironclad. For the red ones we have Celerity, Bastion, Pain's Refuge and Slippery, but that can change. And the green, Steve's Blessing, Gifted Rider, War Mount, and add one of your choice. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. So if you get any questions, let me know in Discord or down below. And if you like what I do here, then make sure that you are subscribed. And as always, I'm going to say a massive thanks to everyone over at Patreon who helps support and just make the videos happen. It really, really helps. And a huge thanks to people that supported the stream, like Tate and stuff. It's really, really appreciated. But as always, I'm going to catch you in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And bye.